We live in this biatch. I said we live in this biatch. Gang gang. We live in this biatch. I said we live in this biatch in here. Yeah. Live in this biatch. Live in this biatch in here. Hey. Live in this biatch. What's up, Six Lenses? What's up, Typesat? What's up, Ant? And what's up, Studio? How the studio was so fucking quick, dog. It's crazy because studio I know damn well is probably at work. Well, actually, it shouldn't be. It's not really work, but it could be work, but it's work. Fuck you. Thank you, phone, for notifying me that I was live. I can see myself on the screen here. It's funny. I'll give everyone a couple seconds before we really get into the nitty gritty. Also, because I don't know if my internet connection is going to be a piece of shit. It low-key looks like it's going to be. What's up, Nettle? How are you doing, Nettle? Let's see what's going on here. When are you going live? What? Juice, what? I hate Juice sometimes. I really fucking do, bro. So, give people... Seems like we have a decent start of 7 people popping in. What's up, Boom? Thank you. Happy New Year. I mean, we have another... Well, I have another, like, 7 hours. 7? 6 and some change. But the point is, yo, what's up? So, let me see. I'm just trying to check some stuff real quick. And then we'll get into the specifics. Let's see. Yeah, fucking God is a bitch. God is a bitch. That's all I can say to that, bro. That's all I can possibly say to that, bro. It's a wonderful experience. Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah. So, welcome everybody to this year's end of the year ramble. We're gonna talk about some stuff, and we're gonna just hope it goes well. We'll see what happens. Let's just get. No! My mother would call me. Yes, what is it?
You want to come get a plate to take you and Daphne got her or something?
Plate of what?
I cooked roast, corn on the cob, and broccoli. And that's all I cooked. I got no styrofoam plate. You just drop her a plate.
Didn't she come over there?
No.
I'm surprised. I thought she was on.
When it be dark and a little bit, that's why I said you just come get it. Just text me so you bring her a plate and I put some A1 on it. But she like,
I just started streaming, Mom. I'm probably not going to be over there. Not even if I came over, it wouldn't be anytime soon. It'd probably be like in the next hour or two.
oh, okay. Well, you going to the gym?
We'll see after this.
I'm going to lay down. That's why I said you want to come or something. But you can ask her if she wants you to bring her something. If you don't, you just get yourself.
I'll talk to her.
I ain't talked to her since y'all was on there. All right, bye.
Bye. She loves to hit me with something. So, I was already 2024 where you're at. Well, Happy New Year, Typesat. So here's our, what's up, everybody? Hopefully everyone's good. So let's talk about this year and a little bit of last year and then what's coming up next year. Y'all all missed the mom cameos, and, you know, that's what happens when we move, guys. That's what happens. The best you get now is the phone interruptions. And realistically, I could ignore those, but I know how she gets. if I ignore those. So it's funny. So for those who don't know, this is what I do every year. I talk about the previous year, plans for next year. If I reach the goals that I set for myself a year ago, that, this, that, and the third. And I always start before I even record these, well, record/stream these, is I always sit here and I go, let me go watch the one from last year to see what I said then, my thoughts. The funny thing is, I've been sick for 3 years in a row during these. Last year I was sick, and I mentioned in last year's I was sick the year before. So this is the third year in a row I've had some sort of cold or some sort of like sickness during a fucking end of the year ramble. It's like I can't now. It's become like a trend. We are three-peating this bitch. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. I blame the kiddies. Oh, it's absolutely the children's fault, but it is what it is. We can't do anything about it, and I'm not dead, so. So I watched my video from last year, my stream from last year, talking about things, and I said exactly what I believe this year, which is, considering everything I did last year, there was no way I was going to top myself this year. There was no way. I paid off my car and bought a house last year. There was nothing I was going to do health wise or like self-improvement wise that was going to beat that. I also mentioned, I believe, my weight and where I was at. I think when I recorded that video, I think I said at the end of it, I was 258, I think, weight wise, and I'm currently 272. So that shit did not go well at all, bro. Partially because them first couple months were just kind of rough of me just kind of adjusting to everything. And I as much as I would like to say I tried to get my shit together, and in some ways I probably did, it didn't really matter because it was still a net negative at the end of it all. I still went up by like, what was that, 14 pounds? So yeah, not really the best showing in any way, shape, or form, but yeah. We gotta get you down to 180. Revolver, that just sounds like insane to me, bro. That sounds absolutely insane. So the weight thing did not go well. A lot of this year was also spent just financing. I didn't even travel this year at all. I didn't go anywhere. And I really wanted to. I wanted to travel. But realistically, the money just wasn't there because I just bought a house. I just paid to fix up said house. And then I went and paid off my car. And then I went to fucking, what was it? I went to New York at the end of the year. Now, some of those things weren't planned. Some of those things weren't planned with each other. What I mean by that is, New York was planned like before I had even bought the house or got the car. So a lot of those financial things were like constant slams. Now, I will say this. I'm in less debt this year than I was last year. So we have not created any new debt. I still have savings. The year with the house, all things considered, has been pretty fine. I've had some annoyances and some mishaps, but nothing too crazy. And the house is overall in a better state now than it was last year because I spent more money, unfortunately, improving more things. Like I bought a washer and dryer because I didn't have those. I bought a new roof. Didn't have that. What else did I get? And then I got like some miscellaneous stuff. Finally got a proper smoke detector, some smart home things, like just some of the other stuff was kind of minor. But the point is that the house is in a better position now this year than it was last year when I was making this video last year. I'm also not making this video right near fucking midnight because the last time I did that, I literally was in the video complaining about like the fireworks going off. And hell, I just heard the police run by the house before the stream started. So, okay, I thought I heard sirens again. Now I got paranoid. But as far as the house is concerned, I'm happier with it. There's definitely still things that need to be done, but this is a house. This thing has a 30-year mortgage for a reason. Like it's going to take time. And it's going to be a slow grind, partially because of money. But it is what it is. I'm not really tripping too much on it. I'm not hurting for cash. I still have savings. Obviously, more money will always be appreciated, but I'm not like out here crying. So in terms of the personal life, not much has really changed. I've even it's funny. I paid off the car, and the car still gave me its 5-year issues this year. So I've already spent some decent money on the car, but not that it was like broken down or anything. I wanted to get a house, but I'm concerned I'll be tied down because of it. Did you put a carpet in the bathroom? No. No. Oh, God, no. The carpet is only in the bedrooms. So there's only a carpet in my room, this room, and in the bedroom, like across. Everything else is either hardwood or tile. Tile obviously being in the bathrooms, but hardwood, well, not hardwood, it's like luxury vinyl wood for like everything else. So no, we're good on that. I mean, as far as being tied down, Revolver, it kind of just depends on where you are in your life. Yeah, it is disgusting. It's one of those things that you would like if you didn't live there. Like if it was somewhere you were only going to be for like a day or two, it wouldn't trip you out too much because that means, oh, look at this nice carpet in the bathroom. But you would never want to live in a house that had carpet in the bathroom. Most people just buy rugs, those like little mats and shit you get for the bathroom. If you want something soft and comfortable in the bathroom. But as far as living, I mean, everything's been fine. There's been no degradation in health other than these fucking colds that seem to now hit me every time we get into cold season. So it is what it is as far as that's concerned. So I'm a little bummed out on the weight thing. That's definitely got to be a thing. I'm glad that I'm more independent now than I was last year. Last year bummed me the fuck out. Because last year I was still going to my mom's to do laundry, which I don't do that anymore. I've gotten a little bit better at cooking as a whole. Not great, mind you, but better. And getting into a better habit of like making my own meals versus like eating out. That shit is hard. The most dangerous thing is when you work a job that allows you to drive in the middle of the day. Why? Because if you're in a relatively populated area, you're around restaurants like all the time. I haven't been doing anything crazy. I've been doing like super simple dishes. Some hamburger helper stuff, spaghetti, hot dogs and beans and franks as some people call it. I call it poke and beans, but I know it's not technically what it is. Hot dogs and poke and beans. That's a southern thing. The way I say it is like southern as fuck. Not a lot of stuff. My goal is to start experimenting with chicken. Although I have an air fryer that I never got to use. So I'm debating if I'm going to go the air fryer route or if I'm going to try cooking it the southern way. So that's a whole other issue. At least it's just fireworks. I live in a Hispanic community, so we get gunshots here. Oh, no, Mar. Oh, Mar. Well, at least you're okay. If nothing else, at least you're okay. But yeah. I'm still trying to get the bait. Let me fucking turn the notifications off. Maybe I should do that. But as far as life-wise, that's been kind of the situation. Nothing too crazy. The only two things that have kind of pissed me off that were more minor inconveniences, but I don't like them anyway. I guess my feelings that I got when I was a kid, I've started to get to the age where them bitches are starting to crack. And I'm like, no. It's not like I need to spend more money. Damn. So that's a fun process. All of this are fun processes. I hate it. I love it, but I hate it. But job wise, it's funny. The one thing I probably didn't like, my 2023 has been trash. Broke up with a girl of 6 years over baby related issues. What are your thoughts on the One Piece remake? We got to talk about my life and the future of the channel and Twitch and everything. Before we get into that other stuff, we'll save the casual conversation towards the end of it when we're just shooting the breeze. Bro, this year was kind of meh for me. More of a setup for next year. We didn't get good Drake album. Taylor Swift has been on freaking fire. Anime has been in a weird place. And where I am in like PS2 feels like an Atari. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. I wouldn't call this year bad. It was just kind of a meandering year. I still got to see some squad mates because they came down here in July. There was a lot of drama I think there was some drama that went down. A lot of it you guys didn't really hear about, particularly because I just didn't really talk about it too much. But it kind of put some things in perspective for me and just made me reaffirm my position and what I want to do and what I don't want to do when it comes to people and interactions and stuff. Um, the dating front is gonna be where it is for right now, which is non-existent because realistically, I need to lose some weight, and I actually would have to put myself out there, which is a whole other issue. I think that's been like one of my biggest struggles, putting myself out there to deal with women. Also, because right now I feel like dating is just a hassle. It's the whole spending all that free time trying to meet and interact with this girl, and fucking like go through the whole get my harem together. Well, Jesus Christ, Goki, relax, bro, relax. I think I'm just gonna focus with myself for a bit more. Um, but I might get a little bit more reckless around the summer. I think the summer might be when I start trying to like put myself out there more. Not saying I'm in love with it right now, because like I don't know. My problem is that I look at dating as a hassle, and that's kind of an issue in itself. Because it's not the woman's fault; it's my fault. I can't. It's like, oh fuck, I gotta waste all this time. I gotta spend this time that I'm already trying to balance between other things. Like people gotta realize between work, fucking this shit, social life, all that in the third, like when the fuck you got time out here to entertain a woman? Well, it's not that you don't have time. You obviously need to make time. But do you want to really do that? If you don't, then don't complain about being single, which is why I don't complain about being single. It is what it is. But that doesn't mean it's inherently good or healthy for me to do that. So I might be putting myself in some problematic situations when I get later on this year, but it is what it is. Revolver, relax with the escort route, dog. Relax. People get caught up in that mindset. It gets dangerous, dude. It's unfortunately it's self-defeating. That whole thing could be a conversation in itself. That's why I rather an escort, bro. I can just pay and get one off and leave. I don't have to invest time to be let down. Yeah, but that's on some defeated shit. Like we got to think better of other people. It's hard as fuck to do that. And I'll be real with you. Social media in a way has not made it easier for people to trust people any easier. It's funny with the way we put ourselves online and expose ourselves. All it's really led to is people becoming more distrusting of each other. It's a very weird position to be in. But as far as the lifestyle stuff, I just need to get better at my independence, get better on some weight loss shit, and just do fucking better. I'm currently at the point debating on whether or not I want to do the second job shtick, which I always fucking hated conceptually. I hated the idea that I would need to go get a second job. And it's not that I need the second job, because my current job pays everything it needs to pay. But I don't like having lingering debt, okay? Which means all the credit card bills I got from last year for fixing up this house, I want it mostly gone. Now, granted, a lot of it is gone. Don't ever get it twisted. There has been major progress, but not all of it's gone. And that's the part that's fucking with me, because I want it all gone. The question is, am I impatient enough to sit there and double down on a second job just to get rid of it? Or can I just fucking go the slow route? I mean, less money than the current job I have. Well, yeah, of course, the thing is work smarter, not harder. That's the whole point. Which is why I thought the best combination of jobs for me was always like my main job and then doing this. And then using any money I did from this to like push to do all my extra shit, which I've been mostly doing. And it's funny, it's weird. I went to go check my analytics, at least for here. Last year, I made less money than I did this year. Like I've overall made more money this year. It just doesn't feel like it. But you know why it doesn't feel like it? Because I had to spend more shit. I had to like spend more money. Last year I was partially at home, so it wasn't as big of a deal. But yeah, like fucking, it's I have to just be real with myself and recognize that like shit is just it's different. Shit is different. But it's a slow that's been my whole thing. Like I'm actually checking now. So in this year, and I'm checking Twitch's numbers as well. Twitch's numbers, I need to make a second tab so I can see. This is this year's. I need last year's. I feel like I'm jumping all over the place. I probably am. I was a lot more ordered last year, but I just kind of want to talk. I think I'm just in the point where I just want to talk and just converse about everything. Yeah, the thing is working smarter, not harder. I definitely also want to get my where is it? I want to start getting my certifications for IT. The one thing I don't think I've ever really talked about much is that for IT, I only really got my associates, and then I kind of just lucked into a job that didn't like piss me the fuck off. But I'm looking to compare. I streamed less this year than I did last year. Hell, I made less money this year than I made last year on Twitch. The only thing that's been better is that I got better average viewers this year. Everything else was a downtick. Even on YouTube, it was mostly downtick. Other than I think what was it, watch times? I think I repair laptops for schools. 6 lenses. That's almost my exact job, bro. Do you have any tips on getting an IT job when every job requires experience of certs? Go get a cert. Go get a cert. You can go get an associate's degree and a cert, and you'll be fine. You just can't like IT. That cert means it almost has the same amount of weight as a bachelor's, bro. As long as you ain't out here like with you can't have nothing. You have to have something. Even if you don't have a degree, if you have some certs, that'll at least keep your foot in the door. Because there are plenty of dudes out here with associates and bachelors who don't have certifications. I have a friend right now who is struggling to get a job because he doesn't have the certs. The problem is certs take time and it takes fucking money. And the kicker is, in some days, I'll be real with you, I'm not even looking forward to Tuesday for me because I go back to work Tuesday. Tomorrow I'm off because it's New Year's, but like Tuesday, that's it. Back into the same fucking grind. And I'll be real with you, I like my job, but I recognize my job is one of those jobs that can easily get on my nerves under the right context. And I kind of am at the point that this year I want to, yeah, and you have to renew those certs. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm at the point where I want to start enjoying myself. Because like I said, last year I took that trip to New York and that was it. And then this year I didn't do any trips. People came and saw me, but I didn't go anywhere. And between the job having its own brand of bullshit and like me not enjoying life, I've had it. Plus that I got to see like 2 of my friends go to fucking Japan this year. On top of the other friend who goes consistently anyway. And I realized this next year I want that to be what I want to do. So Japan isn't a 2024 thing. Japan is going to be a 2025 thing. 2024 is dedicated to making side money for Japan. And so I opened up like a secondary account that's going to be focused on just money for that. Now I know with Japan I'm going to need somewhere between $2 to $4 grand, which isn't impossible. It's just not incredibly exciting. I'll put it that way. I ain't coming home once I go. You're a fucking savage. So, but I do want to still take trips next year, but I'll just take smaller trips. So like in February, for example, I already booked a flight. So February, I'm going to be gone for a couple days. Well, I'll be gone for a weekend, essentially. A weekend I'll be gone. So my goal next year is very much to enjoy myself a little bit more. Because this year was so hammered on to this house and getting everything situated. And I was just like, fuck, I've spent all this time and money. And the best thing I can really enjoy out of it is I can come in here and sleep on my bed and have no issues. Which is always a good feeling. I got to remind myself, It is good that I can come to a house and you can't kick me out of it or tell me I didn't pay rent or any of that bullshit. This is my house. I pay mortgage on the first. So, bitch, I know you got your money. I'm going to come home and chill, which is a great feeling. But I want to do other shit because I didn't do other shit. I've been to New York. I've been to DC. I've been to North Carolina. I've been to a couple states. But the U.S. is huge. And on top of that, I got a passport. What was that? 2021? I think I got that passport 21 or 20, or it was 21 or 20. I forget which one. But it's only been like a couple years since I got that passport, and I haven't used it yet. And that is also indeed a problem. So what are we gonna fucking do about that, huh? We're gonna use that passport. So that's gonna be used probably next year. Not next year, 2025. But like I gotta grind this shit out. If I want to do this smarter and not harder and get a second job on some bullshit, then what do I need to do? I have a coworker who has a second job, and that man is always tired. He is always tired. It's not that I can't do it, but I want to be smart about it. And the smartest thing I can do is reinvest back into you guys. If you guys put that financial money and like views and all that in the third with me, then I can reinvest that into you guys as for making better quality content, which is also going to kind of go into my plan and thoughts for next year when it comes to video making and streaming and this, that, and the third. Six lenses, relax, bro, relax. So let's be real here. When it comes to content, that's kind of been shot. What I want to do is realize that, and I've talked about in other videos before, the landscape has changed. You can't just put out the same one or two videos and think this shit's gonna work. You gotta put out something different, something new, something that people can get time in and invested into and make people care about the shit you're talking about. Y'all just want to hang out together. That's what it was. Y'all gonna turn into passport bros. Europe is another place I wouldn't mind going to, but all that shit takes time and money. Time and money. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to convince my job when I do get ready to go to Japan to let me off for 2 weeks. Because there ain't no way you go to Japan and only take a week. Ain't no way. Ain't no motherfucking way. You got to take more than that. So I can probably push a week. I want more than a week, damn it, because that flight's going to take 2 days at least. Is there a Disney in Europe? Probably. You could try renting out some of the rooms in the house. I said smarter, not inconvenient. I just got on my own. I ain't trying to have people in here like that. That's a whole other thing, though. I got time on that part. But, shit. Oh, yeah, for video making. That's what I was going to talk about. So, video making and streaming and how I want to approach things. I realized that the type of videos I was making, I realized definitely get into investing. Yeah, I know. I've been looking into that as well. So, what I definitely want to do as far as content is concerned is I recognize that the days of me doing traditional videos is just kind of done. That's kind of over. The stereotypical rants, the stereotypical, like, that shit won't be its own videos anymore. The way I want to do content is the way I think a lot of people of my era have been transitioning to anyway, which is long form content. Giving you guys a big video once every couple of months and then kind of on to the next one. Now, usually the goal would be like a once a month kind of thing. I don't think that shit's realistic. So I'm not going to even worry about that shit. I'm not going to worry about trying to do one big video a month. I'm going to start out low, and if I can get into a groove, then we'll up it up. Bro, if you need me to lend my voice, I got you. Appreciate that. So what I want to do is next year I want to start doing the big videos, but I'll say I'll give you guys a 6 a year. So 6, no more old school rants. Goki, no one gives a fuck about rants in the way that we used to do them. The way we used to do them, I know you don't want to, but I know your old style videos would get a lot of views with a new channel. You're talking about like the rant. What are you talking about? Like what, Revolver, what kind of, when you say my style, you mean like the rants I used to do? Yeah, because the rants are just outdated. People just don't. People don't want that kind of content anymore. People like that podcast shit. That's why people start doing streams for God's sakes. That's why people do. That's why everyone at grandma has a podcast, bro. People want long form content. It's even been proven on TikTok that people like long form content. So, and granted, it could be the channel if we're going to be real about it. Insane Game Freak has been around for so long, and this channel has so much shit on here. This channel has so much shit on here that no one would subscribe to this channel under the pretense of like cool stuff, like because this channel is such a hodgepodge of material. Do I still get people who come in here and care? Obviously, you guys are here. I love the anime reviews, but I know that's changed for you. But I rock with those reviews. Me and you started a podcast. Chill out, Six Lenses. I need to get on some. I need to be consistent about other things and just streaming. The other problem is that streaming is taking up so much time. I mean, realistically, I'm going to walk you guys through a normal day for me. If we're talking about like my work week. My work week is this. I work from like 7 to 4. That's my normal work day, which usually means I'm up around 6 and I get home somewhere between 4 and 5. More likely 4. Because I don't live that far away from the job. By the time I get off around 4 or 5, I'm usually streaming either at 7 or 8. 7 if it's Monday, because that's when Juice does the podcast on Mondays, or 8 o'clock when I normally stream, which is Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I give myself a break on Thursday. Friday, I give you guys a YouTube stream like these because you like these. And let's be real here, I get more people consistently showing up for these than I do for the gaming streams I do on Twitch. And that, except for maybe Saturdays. Saturdays, I think, are the only days that kind of match the level of viewership that I get on here on like Fridays. But the point I'm making is that because of that, that means when I get home between when I start streaming, it's a gap of maybe like 3 hours or so. 3 hours and some change, depending if it's Juice's day, then it's like 3 hours. If it's my days, then it's like 4 hours. But even then, that's mixed with me making dinner, getting shit situated, and then getting ready for the streams. Didn't blow up until you dropped the High School the Dead musical review. Oh my lord, relax. The High School musical review. How dare you? And you're usually in bed by the times I stream. And then by the time I finish streaming, I go to bed. So what happens? Or I'm in bed. I'm about to go to bed. Because why? Because it's like 10 o'clock and I have to get up at 6 o'clock the next morning. So my weekdays are kind of shot. The only way I can fix that is if I immediately do, and I've seen what my friends do. Like, I think, for those of you who know, Tyrone, my friend Tyrone is even worse than I am, in the sense that he'll like get off work and then I think he immediately will jump into streaming. That's what Tyrone does. Tyrone immediately jumps into streaming when he gets off work. And I already know that lifestyle isn't sustainable. Because that shit just doesn't make sense. The shit doesn't make sense. So the kicker is if you guys wanted more like video content, that would mean I would do less streams. And if I did less streams, and it'd be one of those things. Yeah. I don't like coming home after work. You don't like driving or just the whole thing? But like that's the situation. Do people in your job know what you're doing on YouTube and Twitch? No, I'm not going to tell them that. Terrell, your side chicks. Now, tell your side chicks not to mention you during the stream. Any of your rambles are serious business. Relax, bro. If my head touches a pillow after work, it's game over. I'm not a young man anymore. Of course, and that's the other thing. We're all getting up in age. I still like doing video contents, but I also got to mention, I don't think I've stopped doing any type of content since, I want to say since fucking, the last time I took a break was probably when I moved. And I kind of hardly call that a break because I was moving. That was the only time I took like a real break. The only other exceptions would be like when I went on vacation. So when I went to New York last year, that was technically a break from streaming. Even though I ended up making a TikTok, but it wasn't nothing crazy. It wasn't nothing that took me like 4 hours to say anything. But I think I want to take a legitimate vacation from the internet for a little bit. Not like anything crazy. Maybe like a couple of weeks. And I probably wouldn't do it until after we finish some of the games we're streaming on the Twitch channel. Like Grandia 2 needs to be finished before I do talk about that. So does Mario RPG, and so does Soccer Wars. Although I imagine I'll be done with Soccer Wars in the next 2 weeks. Mario RPG maybe, and I think I still have a bit for Grandia. The point I'm making is that I won't take that break until after that. And when I say I'm taking a break from everything, it's gonna be streaming, video making, and Juices Loose. That's included because that's all online shit. I'm not doing any of that. But I'll tell you guys in advance when it comes. I'm waiting until I start beating my Twitch games before I even bring that up like as a full thing. But just know it'll more likely happen probably in February. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. February seems to be the time in which I'm probably going to do that. So as far as goals of next year, content-wise, I don't know how to fix the streaming issue. Because the reality is also this. Earlier this year, I tested doing gaming streams on YouTube. I was going to just say, fuck Twitch, depending on how successful or not successful that Crisis Core reunion stream was going to be on YouTube. Which it wasn't that successful. I think the first one was pretty good. Everyone after that was pretty whatever. And I just kind of came to the realization like, nah, YouTube is still not there when it comes to game streams. Like if I'm going to game stream, it's got to be on Twitch. But I also recognize on Twitch, it's just like, it's still a grind. Everything's still a fucking grind. So the question then becomes, what do you do for next year? Next year, my main goal is to, obviously, we'll finish the titles we're currently doing. I have an idea for the next couple of titles I want to do. But like, the issue is, how do you maximize the kind of content you guys want? And my question is, how many of you guys like the gaming streams versus these streams? Because realistically, it feels sometimes like these streams are just consistently more popular. The fact that you're playing Grandia in 2024 is wild to me. It's great to see the classics getting looked at. I should play A Legend of Dragoon. Yeah, Grandia 2's been good. I'm just in a weird spot because I like streaming games. I like streaming games. I like playing those games. But it kind of sucks that it feels like I have to split my fan base up because some of you guys just aren't on Twitch, or some of you guys don't have time for Twitch. And then I get over here and everybody just tries to show the fuck up for these. And the comment about a new channel isn't anything that hasn't crossed my mind before. The problem is I've done that like 3 fucking times. The kicker is I can't even get back into my Insane Game Freak channel anymore. Terrell Game Vlogs is essentially dead. And then I got Schizomanic, which I've essentially abandoned because my rule last year was to throw everything up. To throw everything on this channel and see how it goes. Yeah, of course, Goki. I'm not blaming y'all all adults. A lot of y'all have other things to do. Are you going to play Arkham Origins? I've already played Arkham Origins. I just haven't streamed it. Which I'm not really in a hurry to do because I've already played it. The only reason why I streamed Arkham Knight is because I hadn't played Arkham Knight before. I've played all the Arkham games now. The problem is also the fact that you started those channels in a different era of YouTube compared to now. Exactly. And then this channel is like I said, this channel has become a mess. This channel is a mess of a channel. It is literally everything in the kitchen sink, the channel. That is what this channel is. Everything in the kitchen sink, the channel. The only way to clean this channel up would be to remove years of content and just try to clean slate the shit out of this. But unfortunately, that also means a lot of my old viewers, like you guys, lose a bunch of content that has been up for years. And it puts you in a weird position. I've also been trying to work on the Discord these last couple weeks by like upgrading it. I even spent money to boost mine, which seems to have worked for the last couple streams we did on it. We didn't have any real issues according to like Donnie, Orion, the squad who shows up in those streams. It's just hard because you're trying to figure out a balance. And because I'm doing more of my own shit now, when I get home, I had to do all that stuff before I start streaming. Because once I stream, it's like 10 o'clock. And it's like, well, you better take your goofy ass to bed. Like brush your teeth and all that other bullshit. But you better take your goofy ass to bed right after that. And you're like, damn. When am I going to get any time to do anything else? Which is why I said in February, I want to take a break from streaming just to see where I'm at. How do I feel when I'm not doing that? Bro, just make a group reaction channel. I hate that content. I hate that content for me. Let me put it that way. Because I've watched people who do that. Group reactions don't really hit me as much as like, I just don't want to do that anymore. I think I'm past the episode reviews. I'm past the chapter reviews. I'm past the watching a new anime reaction. The only reaction you're getting out of me is like Nintendo Directs, like announcements. That's what you'll get out of me reaction wise. So does that mean more gym time in your break? It needs to. That's the other thing. My gym time used to be 3 days a week. It used to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then Friday kind of fell to the wayside because I started doing streams on Friday. I started doing these on Friday. And when you get home on a Friday and I'm exhausted, I want to lay down for a bit. And I wake up and I'm like, fuck, it's like 8 o'clock. Or it's like 6. And it's time for me to start getting ready for this stream. And then I do these streams and then it's like 10. Well, so I still have Blu-rays and stuff. I don't buy them as frequently because, you know, money, like, it's a lot. You gotta realize it's a lot, guys. It's just a lot. It's a lot. The idea is to figure out how to give you guys the most stuff with the least amount of resistance. And that's been the struggle. If I was a young woman, selling feet pics would be my ticket. You are way too honest about being a whore as a woman. It's actually concerning. Like, you need to relax. Yes, when you're on your own. Exactly. When you're on your own, this is the kind of shit you got to worry about. So it's a balance. It's not that I can't buy Blu-rays and box sets and DVDs, but I have Blu-rays and DVDs right now I haven't watched. So what the hell I look like buying more of them? Hell, I have streaming services that I don't constantly use. I do use them, I just don't use them all the time. So what do I look like buying these box sets? Unless it was for like shows I just like. You need to be on some watch lists. But yeah, that's another question. Where would I have time to watch these shows? We only get 2 days off on the weekend, bro. We only get Saturday and Sunday. And Sunday, you spend half of that getting ready for Monday. Friday, you spent half of that day working. The free time you would need to do the things you want to do is just not as viable. On top of the fact that I'm still doing stuff for the house, like cleaning and shit. Like, when do you get this free time to handle all this stuff? And so the question becomes, how do you balance it in a way to do everything you want to do? That's why you think a lot of these big YouTubers got editors in the first place? You got editors because you could not afford to have the extra time to do shit. I canceled most of my streaming services outside of YouTube and YouTube Music. This year's got to be the insane gym freak arc. We pump an iron 24/7. But see, once again, then it turns into, okay, cool. So I get off of work, go to the gym, Now I got like less than 2 hours to get back here and get ready for a stream, and then right afterwards pass out. Also while getting my food and fucking food for the next day ready, so I'm not going out and spending money eating out. Like, it just becomes like this stack. And part of it I realize isn't like it's impossible. But it's like, then when do you get this free time to watch a TV show? The streaming takes up so much, it's just hard to do anything else. Like, I'm gonna just be real about it. It is hard to do anything else when you spend all this time streaming. Which is part of the reason why people want the donations and the money, because at least then there's some financial like reward for it. I still have Disney Plus, but YouTube and YouTube Music have been keeping me sane. I guess that explains why some people sign up for those food services. Of course, we don't know why they sign up, because when the fuck you got this free time to cook? That's the other thing I didn't even bring up, cooking. Like, you gotta do meal prep for your next day at work while also doing meal prep, while also eating for that day. Like, it becomes a lot. And these are fuckers, and I'm talking about as a person with one job. Imagine having 2 jobs. That's the other issue why I can't get 2 jobs. You definitely would get less content from me. Like, that'd be the first thing to go. Because guess what? How am I gonna stream if I get off at 4? That means the only jobs I can take are jobs after 4. And for that to even be a worthwhile work day, I gotta work at least 4 hours, which means I wouldn't be getting home until like 9. And at that point, I'm getting ready for work, for my main job the next day. Like, I gotta figure out what to cut down. You still have time to just enjoy gaming on your own. I'll be real with you. I rarely game on my own anymore. There's a couple of exceptions. I think last year I did it a decent bit. But like for the most part, I mainly game when I stream. That's why you need a housewife to hold you down. Yeah, but that's not why you get a housewife revolver. You don't get a housewife just to do everything you can't do. The fuck? The funny thing is, it's not that I'm in financial straits or whatever. But being a content creator as an adult is just a whole other string of problems. The easiest way to be a content creator is when you live with other people or your parents, because you don't have to manage everything. How often do you meal prep? And in my opinion, for the sake of consistency, I cut Friday stream for gym stuff, but that's just me. I can't handle that life. Usually meal prep is very much the day I come home from work, I'm usually getting wherever I cook. Sometimes I'll cook more than what I need. That way I can use the other half of it for like lunch for the next day. That thing Robert said about an hour a day for gaming actually kind of works, because it's what has helped me since the most of my long gaming sessions are on Saturday. Yeah, but you also don't stream, Donnie. Like, that's the thing. That's the other thing. That's the irony of it all. This shit's hard to do even if you aren't streaming. Some of the major struggles, I used to be stressed out, but then I watched Vinland Saga and I realized I have no enemies. Oh my lord. So many just stream long hours and cut the streams into vids. I stream on Odyssey. Shut up. Nowadays, I scope out the length of the game to make sure I can properly utilize my time. That's the other thing. My favorite genre are the long ass games. My favorite genre of games are RPGs, which are games that go somewhere between 40 and 100 hours. So my favorite genre is just hard to play, which is why I don't mind streaming it sometimes. Plus, most people forget I used to stream tons like on Picarto. Oh, yeah, because you were an artist. But it just becomes an issue of balance. I hate that my nose is congested. because it feels like there's something back there, and there probably is, but it won't just come out one way or the other. It's hanging in this like weird nasal cavity, and it's pissing me the fuck off. I think I got it. We'll see. No, I'm not lucky. No. Also, hey, Navy. But that's the situation. And it's hard to change the stream hours because my only option realistically is to stream sooner, which makes it even harder. That also means when we get on Discord and start talking, as soon as it hits like the cutoff time, I need to be getting off everything to have enough time to do what I really want to do. So as far as next year is going to go, I remember years ago people saying that they don't have time for gaming. I finally understand how they felt. Yeah, exactly. You can make time for gaming, but the difference is back in the day, you didn't have to make time. It would just happen naturally. Now you have to actively choose, I'm going to play the game during this portion. And you got to remember, between your multiple hobbies, some's going to fall to the wayside. For me, it kind of became anime because anime took longer to do compared to my other two. I could read manga quicker than anime. I could play video games. Video games was more of an active participation than anime watching, so that fell to the wayside. And then on top of that, my field is one of the most expensive fucking fields. It's technology. That's literally what it is. Now, I'm not trying to make excuses, because no matter what I say, either I make time or I don't. The question is, am I going to buckle down and fucking make the time for it? Now, I think currently, the schedule I currently have kind of works. It's not amazing, but it kind of works. Yes, anime failed to me, and I don't understand the new anime. Sometimes you need to give some shit a break and just focus on what you really enjoy. And then maybe double back to it later. It's not like I gotta be up to date on the newest anime. That's why most streamers are kind of like out of their depth on a lot of shit. There are channels that are literally built on people's ignorance. That's literally what it is. People literally like, hey, I don't know any of this shit. I'm gonna make a channel about it. And then all they do is they send them videos and they react to them. And that's their fucking channel. And I low-key hated that shit. Because it literally felt like they were making a channel out of being ignorant of everything. Like, you don't know shit, so therefore let me make money off the idea that I don't know shit. I never cared for that. And then there are still games I haven't touched this year that I wanted to touch. There are games that I said I would touch last year that I didn't touch. Like, I didn't realize that Devil May Cry 5 is something I've been talking about for over a year. It's been over a year since I've been talking about that shit. And I didn't touch it. Now, granted, I played the DMC reboot, but I hadn't touched DMC 5 in like 2 years. And that's kind of a problem. I think half the reason why those essay type videos do so well is because they explain things that people just don't know about or don't have time to like indulging in fully. That's why people are so excited for a reboot of series, because that means now they don't have to worry about, fuck, I gotta start at episode 1 and get all the way to episode 1000. Nah, man. Just watch episode 1, week 1. Because it's easier to watch a show that is coming out weekly. Well, I imagine I can already guess why, Revolver. But that's the kind of content people are more into now, which I'm not really mad at. Some of that shit can be engaging. The problem is some of those fuckers aren't engaging. Some of them are, but some of them aren't. Yeah, One Piece remake. Relax, Goki. So next year's goals are kind of basic, but traveling more often, weight loss, better time management, video content consistency. The scheduling's gonna be the problem, bro. The scheduling's gonna be the worst. Because I'm trying to think, I get off at 4 o'clock. If I wanted to put in more gym time, that means I have to sacrifice more break time in between me getting home and streaming. And 8 o'clock is like my sweet spot. If I go to 7 o'clock, I'm low-key kind of tired. And then I don't want to go and do the shit I need to do. Revolver, chill out. Yeah, let's be honest with some games. Yeah, exactly. You have to pick the ones you're really intrigued by because you don't have the time to play all of them. Not at once. And streaming has helped me with playing those games that I've missed. So it's not like I want to stream less. The YouTube stream is the only one I could justifiably get rid of. And sometimes I don't want to fucking do that. You gotta have discipline at our age. Exactly. You have to buckle down and just say, this is what I'm gonna do, and this is what I'm going to indulge in. And if you don't tell yourself and fucking do it, then it won't get done. And it fucking sucks. It's funny because I even procrastinated today with the gym. I went yesterday and I went Friday. But I didn't really feel like going today. Because I just like having days where I just kind of just chill and do nothing. It feels like I don't ever get those anymore. Are they already doing fireworks, bitch? It's not even dark yet. Okay, that's a lie. It's like, what time is it? 6? Yeah, it's already dark here. I think I've been more fine with the gods too because, hey, if I want to play some new games, I gotta probably finish these other ones. Exactly. The perfect time to do anything is always the present. Of course. That's why I say there's no time like the present. The scheduling is going to be the worst. But I don't think that's going to get any easier. Really thinking about going to the bar. Relax, y'all. I don't even know where the bars are in my city because I don't drink. That's always been the worst thing. People always say bars is where you meet people. But if you don't drink alcohol, what the fuck are you doing in a bar? That just means now I'm in a bar where I don't socialize at for the sake of just being out and interacting with people. Lord almighty. On top of time, I ain't got the money to spend full price on a mid-game. I'll just wait and play what I got now, only to get stuff I know how to play for a long time. No, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. Have you ever been to a video game bar? No, I haven't. I've seen videos of them, but I've never been myself. What the hell is that? What? Why did my mom just text me good for? Oh, she texted me good for a text I sent yesterday. My mom is weird, bro. You can save time if you exercise at home instead of traveling to the gym. That's true. I just need to get a gym set up at the house. The problem is some of the reason why I train at the gym is because the gym makes me do shit. Unfortunately, it's the inconvenience that fuels the motivation. Because would it be cheaper and easier just to train at the house? Absolutely. That then requires you to get up and do something at the house. And the house is chill area. You ain't trying to do no work in a chill area? Because fuck that. Damn, people still use the... Wait a minute. What is happening, bro? Lord almighty, that's wild. The one time you have to ever play a mid game ass game is when it's a new generation of Pokemon launches. Orion, what is this anger with Pokemon you have, bro? Damn, people, that condo shit fucked me up though. But yeah, it's just a weird state I'm currently in. Control yourself. The mind is supposedly stronger than the body, theoretically. That's not the part that bothers me. It's not the Pokemon he's mid. It's the like relentless roasting of a game, and he's the one over here playing Scarlet Violet. The fuck, Lord, Lord Almighty. At least I know to avoid modern mid games. If I see Sweet Baby Inc. worked on it, then I can save my money on time. But yeah, you're gonna go to the Muscle Girl Bar in Japan. I think Robert went over there. Robert went to that. I know Robert had some fun with it. The place I go has a bunch of emulators for old games, a couple of Switches, PS4s, and one PS5. He's playing a mid game while toasting roasted Pokemon. That's wild. Midkemon? I wish you had just said Midamon, not Midkemon. I hate the K is pissing me off. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm at the start of my life where Pokemon isn't a priority for me anymore. Oh no, yeah, that's exactly where I'm at with it. A Pokemon announcement doesn't automatically mean I'm buying it anymore. For a lot of people, it still does, but for me, it doesn't. Like I think, hell, that's kind of some of the struggles I went through this year. When the Pokemon anime ended, I haven't really touched Horizons, and I'm not forcing myself to touch Horizons because of that either. I didn't buy the DLC. I still haven't bought the DLC for Pokemon. I'm probably not going to. That's going to turn into a money thing. And I kind of feel like that's what it is for a lot of people anyway. It's a money thing. Why is it a money thing? Because Pokemon still makes money. I haven't bought a Pokemon since Sun and Moon. Oh, God. That's the kind of generation that'll make you want to not play Pokemon anymore. I swear it will. Sun and Moon is a meandering ass game. Good God, is it meandering? What the fuck? I refuse to buy any new Pokemon games until Game Freak steps up their quality. Fair, but that's a fair thing to do. It's probably what you should do. Don't spend money for shit that isn't worth it. I feel weird because this one feels more like really rambly versus like my other one last year that felt more structured. But I'm just kind of in that state where I'm just kind of thinking of shit. What the fuck? Did she text me again? Oh, now Donica's over there. What the fuck? Lord Almighty, why she come over there so late? It's 6. I thought she was gonna go over there. She would have came over there later. I guess she would let my nephew sleep first. But yeah, I'm just in a weird spot, like emotionally, trying to get shit together and focus on stuff. I hear that my niece got into Pokemon with Gen 8. She will never know how good Pokemon was. Yeah, it's a different style thing. The one other thing I wanted to keep doing is earlier this year, I did skits. I did some skits with Tyrone, with TSS and Nessa, and then I did streams with those guys. And I think the one with Tyrone went really well, the Valentine's Day one. You guys seem to like the streams I did with Emmy, and those went pretty well. I do want to do more of those, although I do want to get my Juices Loose crew more involved this time, because I've kind of ignored them, and that's probably not fair. Actually, it's definitely not fair. So I do want to get them more involved in terms of like content. I think the first Pokemon game is what I bought for her. That's why if I have kids, they're starting off with Sonic 2. I'll try. It's funny. Fun fact though, I didn't realize this. My sister has been FaceTiming me and my mom a lot. And through the FaceTiming, one of the things I noticed is that like I always like, what's on the TV behind you? You know what's on the TV behind her It's Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury. And I'm like, why do you have that game? I know you don't have a Switch, so why do you have that game on your TV? And she's like, your nephew likes watching it. So my nephew likes watching people play that game. And I'm like, but and the kicker is she's sitting over there with a PS5 digital edition and an Xbox One S. And I'm like, what in the fuck are you doing? Let my boy hold a controller of quality titles. Because he seems to be rocking with that Mario. And if he want to put his hands on some Mario, I will get him a motherfucking controller. Like, we ain't got to play this game, bro. But he's also only 3. So he might be a little young to really get his hands into it and to play it. But I know he likes playing it. Or at least likes watching it. Well, you could bring him over here. He can watch me play Wonder, for God's sakes. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know. Moving forward when it comes to this YouTube stuff is interesting. When he's like 6, he can start playing games. 3D World is good, so I can respect it. He's not too young. It's crazy how fast kids adapt with tech. That is true. Maybe I might give my sister a Switch. Or maybe a Switch Lite for him to play. I might do that so he can get a chance to indulge a little bit. Have some fun. Enjoy greatness. I would love to get him into Sonic, but I feel like Sonic might be a lot for him. Mario might be a good starter. And if he likes Mario and he gets good at Mario, then he can get Sonic. But that takes time. Get him a Steam Deck? No, I'm not doing that. I don't even have a Steam Deck. Why would he get a Steam Deck before I get one? The fuck? That ain't how this works. This ain't no damn democracy. This is a dictatorship. I'm the motherfucker with the gun. The hell? Oh, Jesus Christ. It's going to be an interesting, it's going to be an interesting year next year. But things have got to change. I got to lock in on what I want to do. Go in your closet and pull out that DS. I'm not giving him a DS. Get him into Mario so the quality doesn't fall off. With Sonic, you set him up for failure. It's so weird because I have to remind myself the generation of Sonic I grew up with was good for its first, 3 to 4 games, and then dropped off a cliff when we went into that 3D transition. I don't know, bro. Shit's been crazy. My mom keeps texting me to come over here. Oh, they wouldn't leave the house, bro. And I gotta see her tomorrow for her birthday. Fuck me. If you're gonna buy him the Switch games, don't give him the new Pokemon. I wouldn't give him Pokemon anyway. I wouldn't give him RPGs until later. To me, he has to have a good grasp on reading before I give him any of that stuff. So yeah, he wouldn't get RPGs for a while. That's why Sonic 2, Sonic Adventure is good as well. I probably would start him off with Mario first. Probably like modern Mario. Lord Almighty. It's a weird spot we're in, ladies and gentlemen. At least he has good games to play on Nintendo Switch minus Pokemon. Y'all. I be thinking I'm mean to Pokemon, bro. Other people are way meaner to Pokemon. I don't know if he's gonna play Street Fighter. I have Street Fighter 6, but I only have it digitally. I didn't even really play that much of that. How would y'all feel if I started streaming Street Fighter 6? Because I bought it, I just haven't done much with it. Although to be fair, that was partially because of Nessa. Nessa gave me money for my birthday, and I used that to buy Street Fighter 6. This cold is pissing me off. I want y'all to know this, bro. I want y'all to know this. I sleep because those aren't those are my type of games to sleep to. Donnie, I low key just think you sleep like 50% of the day. It's kind of ridiculous, actually, sir. Your sleep schedule is horrifying. Come get these hands in Street Fighter. Lord Almighty. But once again, that takes time. I think that's the other reason why fighting games struggle in the modern era. In the modern era, when do you have free time to get into it? I only watch Street Fighter because of thick women. You can see thick women anyway. You can see thick women on Twitter, for God's sakes. You know how much thick girl porn is on Twitter and on TikTok and YouTube and what used to be Tumblr and DeviantArt and other sites that I shouldn't know the name of, so I won't say. Like, the fuck? Oh my God, bro. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I actually started scrolling through I started scrolling through Twitter and it got kind of dangerous. Yeah, it's pretty dangerous. Maybe I need to get off of Twitter, dog. This is it's getting kind of sussy out here. Oh no! Wow, they are blowing up around the world. Yep, these are the New Year clips. Let me get off of this. Okay. Ooh, I'll put that there. I like that. When I want to talk about things to like improve on, it's sometimes it feels like it's not even worth doing all that, because at the end of the day, your actions will speak louder than words. Like, me worrying about like the minutia and just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. I just need to sit down and do some shit. That's what I think I just need to do. Like, give an example. I'm going to Chicago, not next month, but February. And that wasn't one of those things I sat there and overanalyzed. I just fucking booked it and I just did it. And I think maybe that's where I need to be with this shit. I need to just start doing shit. It's the same thing I talked about when I talked about buying the house. It was a lot of, well, you know, I talked about the kind of person I am without realizing, without reminding myself. With me, you just have to fucking do shit. Well, Terrell, those fighting games are aimed at junior kids coming up. If it was there alive, then no, the kid, then I'd be up for it. I'm definitely in the DOA. I fucking love DOA. No, I'm not going for the near content. The near concert. Well, Terrell, I'm done with Twitter, man. I don't like using social media, to be honest. It takes up too much of your time. Yeah, we're the ones that show them how it's done, how you represent Black Clover, and even consider giving up. Fair. Sometimes it's just shit. Sorry, I'm just thinking now. I'm just thinking. Bianca, you need to stop doing all this dumb shit. Terrell from his black and white review. I feel like, Studio, that joke has been in the making for a bit, because I remember you asking me about Bianca like a couple days ago, dog. I feel like that joke has been in the making for like days. I hate this. I hate you, bro. I'm not gonna drag this out because I think I'm gonna go to my mom's house and grab this food and regret going over there. And tomorrow I'm going to be living a little recklessly. I'll just say that. I'm not going to explain it because it may not amount to anything, but just know the first day of the new year, I'm going to be kind of reckless what I'm planning to do. It's not crazy, but it's kind of crazy. It's a little reckless, I'll be gambling. I'll put it that way. What's the thick mommy from Janai? Yeah, I do not remember. Tell her hi from us. So we'll go over the things that we're planning for next year. Next year, travel more. First trip's in February, so that's already gonna happen. Work on this fucking weight loss, which is funny because I have this slice of sakatumi cake that's been sitting here for an hour that I haven't eaten yet. So weight loss. We gotta lock that scheduling down a little bit better. One major video every 2 months. Taking a break after these last set of games, giving myself a down period to just chill out and relax from any internet stuff. More collabs with everyone, not just the Pokey related crew, but like everybody. Be fucking happy. Just be fucking happy. Oh, and get certifications for IT. If you really want to gamble, just download FanDuel. I'm literally sending you the bets to place. I had a great year. Studio, what? Y'all be getting into the weirdest shit, dog. I swear y'all be getting into the weirdest shit. What the fuck? What the hell is that? I don't even get on Instagram like that. What did I just get? What did I just get? Oh my lord, we're not doing this, bro. Every time I leave my DMs open, I always get the dumbest shit. I swear, yo. It is what it is, but Jesus Christ. Lord Almighty. What? No, I was trying to go out in that cold ass air anyway. Fuck me, dog. Motherfuckers don't want me to just chill the fuck out. Yeah, it's whatever. What IT search are you going for? A+. Are you going to create the Philosopher's Stone? No! Also, start talking to more women to spice up your life. I want to see a pog walking in the background at some point. What, some random woman? Just a random woman. First off, even if I start talking to women, they're not coming over here like that. I'm not put it this way. I'm not going to be streaming if they're over. Let me put it that way, Revolver. Even if I start bringing up some women, you going for security plus? Hey man, let's do what you do, Orion. Do what you do, bro. But my mother's calling me again. She wants me to come over here and eat dinner. So her birthday's tomorrow. We gotta appease the mother at least once. And you got her interruptions anyway, so. It is what it is. It's what's up. Every game freak needs a little love. Every gamer boy needs a little thug. You can't stream if you're busy clapping cheeks. Revolver. I think I'm gonna go, Revolver. I think I'm gonna respectfully go. I always make a girl feel safe to your crib. By streaming Vinland Saga, she'll know that there's no enemy. I hate it because you made this joke earlier. You act like this is a new joke. This is like the second time you've done this joke today. I hate it. I think I'm gonna keep this shit low key and just get the fuck out of here. Yeah, y'all, just fucking. We gonna lock it down, goddammit. We're gonna have some fun next year. We're gonna lock it down, put out some quality content. I don't know how much is gonna change, and I might change my mind in a week or so, but whatever comes, it will got done, damn it. It will got done. I'm going. I'm gonna respectfully get out of here because I have to also change into. God, I don't want to feel like wearing pants. No! I'm wearing pajama pants, but I want light. I didn't want to wear light. It is what it is, y'all. It is what it is, y'all. I don't even know what to say. Who in the fuck? I hate all of y'all. May your heart be your guiding key. Fuck you and you having access to any of that shit, bro. I hate it. I fucking hate it. Oh my god. This isn't even the lifestyle I was trying to live right now, bro. I just wanted to chill out. Y'all always be putting me through some shit. Y'all know that, right? We mean you low-key got a date. Bye. I'm done with y'all. Alright, listen. Happy New Year. Also, we're not washing our hands in 2024, ladies and gentlemen. We are not washing our hands. I'm sorry that you had to hear it this way. We're not fucking washing them. At all. Fuck them hands. It's just life's a game. Play to win. Yes, I gotta go. My mom wants to eat, apparently. So now I gotta go. Because we out. We passed COVID. Fuck COVID. We out. Fuck them COVID. Them COVID are hoes, bro. Them whole COVID. I gotta go. I legitimately have to go. Next stream will be on Tuesday, where we're gonna play Grandia and not get our asses kicked. We'll see what happens. Life's a game. Play to win. I will catch you guys later. Happy New Year. And once again, peace. Oh. Also, by the way, I did watch the Yu Yu Hakusho, but we're not going to talk about it right now. You'll have to hear about that later. Bye!